Hey guys, it's me, Rusty Shackleford, here for the best ever effed up date. As you know, our last video was all about punk rock. So to celebrate, I made this awesome jacket and covered it in buttons and patches. And check this out. It's got this cool heckin' fluff punk logo on the back. Good news, as a fundraiser for Culturally Effed, we're gonna auction off this jacket so you can look just as cool as I am, but you're gonna have to source your own fishnets. Stay tuned for that. Other big news that we need to tell you right away at the top of the video. This Friday, April 27th, 2018, we're gonna be doing a live stream to celebrate 10,000 subscribers. That means we managed to convince 10,000 people to hit a button on the internet so that our videos will show up in their feed, and we're gonna have a hoot and Annie. We've invited a musician again. It's gonna be Furry Shadow Scale, and he's gonna play some music. And we're also bringing in Paradox the Red Wolf of Furcast fame. We're super excited to have these special guests here in the studio. And yeah, we're gonna do it here in the studio instead of Arrkay's living room like the last one. Live stream, 2 hours. It's gonna be a variety show. We're gonna look back at the last year since our last live stream, basically. And yeah, new member of Zephyr coming in. And we're gonna have a new little something to show off and an extra special appearance by somebody. But you'll have to tune in to find out. April 27th, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on YouTube, Culturally Effed. You better show up. I'm expecting you to now. You're obligated to. Buy this jacket. It says Fluff Punk on the back. Well, the bidding will start probably about $40, maybe $50. We will be posting links, and the auction will be live by the time we go to the live stream, where we will also be showing off this sweet killer jacket. So that's the important stuff that I had to get out right away, because I know most people have clicked away by now. But that's okay. Thank you for sticking around. We really love you. You're the reason why we're doing this. Oh, if only I had a co-host to make catty comments with. So it's been a while since our last Effed update. We had a bit of a scheduling issue with our last Effed update, and we didn't get to the comments of one of the videos we had released prior to that, because, spoiler alert, we don't film stuff in order. So we're gonna go back to those comments at the end of the video. We went to a whole convention since then. Vernal Equinox 2018, what a rush! Even Underbite went to a second convention since that time. He went to MCFC. So maybe you saw him at one of the Zephyr shows or playing with Fox and Pepper, who knows, send us pictures. FE, that's right, day 0, went to go party at the hotel. It's a Thursday. Who gets drunk on a Thursday? This guy. Day 1 of the con, it's the Friday, and we have a YouTuber panel, and we were foolish enough to warn the con that, like, hey, we have Majira Strawberry coming, so we might fill up the room really quickly. Oopsie daisy, now they have a doorman kicking people out and shooing people away because we filled the room to capacity. Good news though, we're gonna get the bigger room next year. YouTuber panel was a huge success. We had like 50 people talking. Half of the room were all panelists we invited, and everyone had shared some really cool insights for the hour and a half we were doing it. I can't remember everyone's names, so here they are scrolling past. Wow, look at all those names. You can catch a video of it live right now by Mythical Red Fox, link in the description. And we'll be posting our own version at some point, probably for Patreon sponsors exclusive, but we'll probably give it to you guys eventually too. It was a little bonus video because you're so awesome. Okay, day 2 of the con. We have the Fursuit Menagerie, which was okay. It was a bit easier to do than the whole parade, I have to admit, because the parade could be like an airport lineup. It's just okay, let's go in a line and everyone shouts stuff and takes pictures. So that was okay. It had some perks, you know, it had some downsides. The real exciting part of the Saturday was the Culturally Effed panel. We had some super fans come out because we were happening at the same time as the Masquerade talent show and dinner. So we're super happy that people did come out to say hi, and they bought some of the Star Fox posters and some Fluff Punk t-shirts. Oh, did someone say Fluff Punk? Because I got it on my back. Buy this jacket. F panel. It's the same thing we do every year. It's always a good time, and we talk about Culturally Effed and the videos we've done since the past year. It's been a tradition at FE ever since we launched our very first video 3 years ago. We tried to record it, but our battery died because we didn't plan. That's our bad. We don't have any footage of the Culturally Apt panel from that year, but we have footage from last year. Maybe we'll post that instead and you'll have to make do. Sunday, everyone's hungover and too tired, so we didn't get up to much. Underbite competed in the Cutthroat Artist. Pro tip, if you ever want free art at a con, go to Cutthroat Artist wearing a fursuit. They'll probably give you some art. I know what I'm doing next year. That was FE. It's pretty freaking exciting. We got to meet and party with so many people. We partied with Majira, we partied with Foxamore and Pepper Coyote, we partied with Adam from Your Movie Sucks. It was a wild time. That's that. Live stream Friday. Buy this jacket off my back. We went to FE and it was pretty fun. And then Underbite went to MCFC and he was, you know, performing and stuff. It's more punk rock than that. Here's what you guys had to say about Fluff Punk, Furry and Punk. It was a really, really fun episode to make and write and film. You could really feel Arrkay's energy was up because he was so excited for the content. And yeah, we talked about some really cool, important issues as well. But we kept it positive, we kept it up. Twitch DeWolf had this awesome comment about coming from the punk scene directly into furry. Really validating. Thank you so much, Twitch. You DeWolf. Color Carnage had this to say about history repeating itself, and that's exactly the point of the video. That furry, as unique as we are, we do follow human patterns, and humans who gather into weird, artsy, underground groups have this sort of stuff happen to them. So it's important to look back at these historical examples, learn what they maybe did wrong or could have done better, and apply it to modern day society, because those who don't learn history are doomed to repeat it. Thanks for your comment. Shout out to awesome Patreon sponsor and super cool guy we got to meet at FE, Phil Sawyer. Still wears his Fluff Punk shirt at sci-fi cons and furry cons. Thank you for representing the Fluff Punk brand, baby. It was super cool meeting Phil. We got some artwork of his and some free postcards. We stuck one on the fridge. We handed a few out to our friends. Pretty cool artist too. Check out some of his work, aka Victor the Mewtwo. We gotta speed things along, so here's what you guys had to say about fursuit history, part 2, the skin parts. This was a super fascinating episode. It actually spawned the whole series from the dog patch articles, all about the skin rolls, the skin parts rather, and like this awesome catalog of like 100-year-old fursuit photography. So it was not only fun to write and make, it was fun to like find the images and like get to show them off and gush about them. Lucius 1958 had this awesome comment all about how far back animal actors actually go, all the way back to the beginning of the theater itself, with roles involving foxes and rabbits and horses. So we had to skip ahead to when we actually have photography, because not a lot of visual examples to show off in a video, but still freaking amazing comments, super relevant to the episode. Thanks for your comment, Lucius. Always one of the best commenters since like episode 3 even. He has been on almost all of our videos, so thanks for being a super fan, Lucius. Geo Pickles had this to say about whether or not these are the true fursuits, and they have a really interesting point. We didn't mean to like lead you on and say that, but we did want to put fursuits in historical context and give a wider history to dressing up like animals, which we all like to do. Hey, have you seen my fursuit Tetanus? Like, the fandom obviously started in the 70s and 80s, but these costumes, over 100 years old, you can't look at this cat and say this isn't a fursuit, because I could easily see this today walking the fursuit parade. Yeah, so there is no the first. One could argue, like, the word fursuit didn't even show up until, like, the 90s. And even then, before that, we had furries dressing up as their animals at their cons, so, like, we're using these terms really loosely. Copernicus had this to say about The Shining. Sure, I guess it makes sense. I don't know what the context is for that scene in The Shining. I think it was just supposed to be weird. Tag yourself in the comments if you've seen one of these moments at your own FurryCon experience in a hotel. Hashtag Shining, and extra special thanks for everyone complimenting my Rusty Frankenfurter. Thanks so much, guys. Good news, we actually have more footage of that, so the next time you see Dr. Frank and Rusty, it's going to be different jokes, different closeout, so make sure to watch all the way to the end of all of our videos, because you never know what you're going to miss. Wonk. I can't wink, but yeah. Rewinding the clock a little, we're going to go back and talk to you about the comments that you guys posted in Robin Hood Romance. Yeah, fuck you, deer. The deer's antlers came off because of my ears. Okay, Robin Hood Romance. We skipped past it with the last F update because of release schedules, so deal with it. Three Tails had this to say about how they connected with their current husband over movies like Robin Hood. So it's actually pretty extra special that we can talk about that directly and the influences Disney may have had on their relationship and maybe yours. Let us know. Thank you for your comment, Three Tails. We've got 2 tails left. CMY3K commented on Arrkay's Planet of the Apes shirt. Thanks. They got it at Black Market on Queen Street in Toronto. It's a women's size, so it kind of stretches over the boobies a little. But yeah, it's Charlton Heston kissing a monkey. What's not to like? As predicted, you furry trashimals, this movie made so many of you furry growing up. It's certainly one of our favorites, and it's unsurprising to learn that it's many of yours. Anthony Dazee had this to say about how this is a really cool analysis of this video. Thank you so much. That's exactly what we here at Culturally After want to do. We want to bring in these pop culture moments and discuss them in a way that you can't find that discussion elsewhere on YouTube. We want to be unique and special and talk about these things in a different way. Thanks for all your comments, guys. Sorry if there was a little confusion. Check out our live stream at the end of the week. Check out our auction for this here sweet-ass jacket I'm wearing. And buy our stuff. Thanks for watching. I have been the best host, the most unreplaceable solo act right here on Culturally Effed with your annual Effed update. Rusty Shacklefur, that's me. Buy my jacket. I will only ever do this by myself, ever.